Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today's video is going to be an extreme laundry motivation video. I recently posted a Q&A on my Instagram as well as on my Facebook page. If you guys are not following me on either one of those platforms, that is always going to be in the description box below with the link. You can just click on that and follow me over there. But I've got a ton of laundry to do, so if you guys have some that's been sitting and you've been putting it off for a few days, go ahead and get it all together. We will get it all done today. I've got so much. It's probably the most laundry that I've ever had just sitting that's waiting to get done in a very long time. I've been kind of busy. I've been home, but I've been kind of busy. And we'll go over all of that stuff in the Q&A section. But I'm going to go ahead and start by getting a load in the washer that needs to get done. That way that can get going while I'm folding everything that I have in the bedroom right now. So if you've got some laundry to do, go ahead and get that together and we'll get it all done at the same time. Okay, so honestly, one of the questions that I get asked a lot in my videos are what detergents that I use. So this is basically what I normally use every single time, is any kind of the Tide detergent and a Downy fabric softener and also an Unstoppable Bee. I'm not technically married to any certain flavors. I will smell them all, I'll use them all, and I'm also not grounded to just Tide or Downy. I'll use just about anything as long as it works. I was also asked the question by one of my very close friends, Teresa Pisanos. She said she sees me kind of dump this in my washer when I'm done, and she wanted to know why, and I will tell you why. So after you get your detergent poured in here, you will have all of this kind of left in there, and if you just kind of set it up and use it the next time, it kind of gets grimy and gross. So if you just dump it in there, it gets washed along with everything else, and when it comes out, it's just clean. So I also just recently posted a washer and dryer deep clean video. If you guys did not catch that, I'll have that linked here in the cards above as well. Make sure you go and check that out after you watch today's video. Okay, so as you can see, I've got a ton of laundry that just needs to be folded and put away. This has already been cleaned and it's been sitting in a laundry basket for like 2 days. I've also got another big basket in the other room that I need to do, but I've got questions right here, so we're just gonna go ahead, fold our laundry together and answer some questions at the same time. So the first question that I have is from my friend Kathy, and it says, do you have a wedding date in mind? No. Honestly, it took me so long to get to this engagement part of my life. I can just kind of stay in this season for a little while. I'm not in a big rush by any means whatsoever, so whenever we decide, it's good for me. If he came home tomorrow and said, hey, let's go get married next weekend, okay. Or if we decided to stay this way for a couple of years, I'm fine with that too. It was the whole commitment thing that I think that I really wanted and needed. Also, obviously, I want to be married, but I'm not in a huge rush. So also, if you guys follow my vlog channel, I did post a video the other day over there and showed you guys a little possible venue. If you guys do not follow that vlog channel, it's always going to be in the description box of this channel right here. So make sure you go and check that out. It's a super cute little place, and I'm in love with the whole idea. So hopefully that's kind of what we go with. I'm pretty sure that that's going to be what we do. If we decide to have any type of wedding at all, that's what it's gonna be. So I'm excited for it. Okay, let's see. Question number 2, again from Kathy Clark. How are you doing? I know it's been rough the last little bit, just checking. Thank you, Kathy, so much. I honestly can't tell you how much the support that you guys have given me means to me. It has helped me through this situation so much. If you guys were not aware, I lost my full-time job a couple of weeks ago. So it kind of, you know, really took me by surprise, and it kind of crushed my spirit. But you guys are so amazing and have helped me through this tremendously. But I'm doing amazing. I have had, let's see, 5 interviews so far. I just had a phone interview this morning, and it went really well. I feel really good about that one. Fingers crossed. Something comes out with that. I really enjoyed the conversation that I had with them, and it made me feel really good about that company, and sounds a lot like what I was doing before, and it just got me excited. Like the other interviews that I have had were just kind of like, okay, you know, it's a job and I need to work, so if this is something that I get, then I will just run with it, you know. But this one that I had this morning, I was super excited about. So if you guys pray, send prayers. If you don't, send me good vibes. I need all the good juju that I can possibly get. So another thing is, this is like 2 piles of laundry between Ruben and I both. Normally I do our laundry separate, but I had a basket of his stuff and a basket of my stuff that needed to be cleaned. So here we are. It's a little bit confusing. But another thing, I wanted to ask you guys a question, and that is, how often do you do your laundry? Now I know that's kind of like a, really? But I know a lot of people have like certain days that they do certain types of laundry. Like Mondays we do whites, Tuesdays we just do the kids, or you know, however. Let me know, because we honestly just do ours as needed, because it's only Ruben and I, you know. It doesn't take that much. Ruben goes through an insane amount of clothes. He will have his work clothes, and then gym clothes, and then when he comes home from the gym, he'll take a shower and then put on like another pair of shorts and a t-shirt or something. So he's like an average of 3 outfits a day. So he's always got more dirty laundry than I do, that's for sure. Okay, so I realized that I need more of this bed space to fold clothes on, so I kind of switched up what I was doing here. But the next question that I have is from Martha, and it says, do you play any musical instruments? Well, funny enough, now I probably couldn't. Well, I might be able to. I guess it's kind of like riding a bike. But from the time that I was in 6th grade to 10th grade, I played the clarinet at my school. And I kind of hated it, to be honest with you. I will say I originally wanted to play the flute because it was so just dainty and beautiful, and I thought that all girls played the flute, and apparently I was not good at it whatsoever, because when you go to try out for the instrument of your choice, they will make you try to how do I say it, like play the mouthpiece part of it. I couldn't get it, so they put me on the clarinet, and apparently I did well enough on that that's what I ended up playing. But the entire time it gave me the willies, because for some reason, like having a piece of wood in my mouth drove me absolutely bonkers, but I didn't want to quit. And I really had a good time, but it wasn't my favorite. And then literally like the year that I was supposed to start marching band, I dropped out. My mom was so mad. She was like, you went for that entire time, and then as soon as you were going to start doing, like, you know, the really fun stuff, you quit. And I was like, sorry. I had a social life by that point, and I was like, no, not for me. No, thank you. But yeah, that's about the only thing I could play. I've always wanted to learn how to play the piano. I think it's just so classy and beautiful. Anybody that knows how to play the piano is #1 in my book. So I'd like to know if you guys have any musical talents. Let me know. I'm curious because music is, you know, part of my soul. You guys know that. So let me know in the comments if you know how to play any musical instruments at all yourself. Okay, so my next question is from my good friend Netta, and she asked how long Ruben and I have been together. So I have known Ruben and his family for a very, very long time. He has a younger brother, Joe, which is my age, and they moved to this town I think when I was in the 7th grade, I think, long time ago. So I would say like 30 years ago. So I've known them that long. And obviously you guys have heard me talk about Ruben's sister Diana. And we were friends then as well, and I would always go over to their house and hang out. Ruben is actually 3 years older than I am, so we didn't really hang out together at all, but you know, I knew who he was. And so it's been, I mean, you know, a long time obviously. But after my divorce a little over 10 years ago, I was just, you know, hanging out, and I had not seen or heard from Diana in so long, and she happened to message me on Facebook one night. I was like, you know, is there anything going on? I'd like to get out. So she messaged me and said, hey, I'm at such and such. Why don't you come hang out? And she's like, Ruben's going to be here too. So I remember thinking, like, okay. Like, I'll come and see Diana, but I don't know why she would care that I thought Ruben being there was, you know, I don't know. Anyway, so I ended up going and meeting her, and it was like literally from that night on that Ruben and I started hanging out and talking, and here we are today. So I've known him for like 30 years, but we've only been together in that sense for a little over 8.5, 9 years. So yeah, it's been a very exciting and unexpected relationship, but you know, they say that's how things kind of work out, and I'm super glad that it did. That's for sure. Okay, so another thing that I wanted to ask you guys is, what is the least favorite part of laundry for you guys? Is it getting everything together, getting it washed and dried, or is it folding the laundry, or is it putting the laundry away? I really don't have like a part that I dislike more than the other. I guess probably getting it folded for me is not my favorite, because it just takes so much more time. But it's also one of those things where I'm like, okay, if I can just stand in my bedroom, get this done really quickly, it'll be all over. But yeah, let me know what your least favorite part of laundry is. Okay, so a couple more questions from my Facebook page, and the first one, again, was from my friend Courtney Ratliff, and she asked about the wedding plans. Again, I really don't have any at the moment. Just kind of like what I shared on the vlog about the farm. So if you didn't watch that, go watch that. But that's about the only plans that I have right now. And my cousin Mariah, hi Mariah, if you're watching, she asked, what do you use for pre-soaks? I'm not really quite sure what you meant by that. Let me Google that really quickly. And now I'm gonna feel stupid. So Mariah actually has been on a health and weight loss journey. She's doing so good, and I'm so proud of her. I wonder if that might have anything to do with that. Pre-soak. Oh, for laundry. Oh my God, I'm so dumb. Mariah, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened to my brain there. Okay, so pre-soaks, no. I do nothing for pre-soaks. Fortunately, I don't have little boy laundry to do anymore. Now back then, yes, I definitely had to pre-soak, and I would either just use Shout or extremely hot water and some baking soda. I used my toothbrush way back then too, and I would just give it a good scrub. Now Logan played a ton of sports, specifically baseball, so baseball pants are a pain to get clean, but I really only used either like a Shout type product or a really good soak. Now my washer has a pre-soak option, and I don't do anything special with that. I just add, you know, whatever detergents or whatever that is needed in there. I also like to use OxiClean for a lot of things, not only my laundry, but to clean a lot of stuff throughout the house. So that might help as well. And let's see what else. My big bro, Fred Cifelli, for some reason he misunderstood that and thought that I was going to come and do his laundry, and I'm not. I'll come visit though. Also, James Downey, I'm not going to come and do your laundry either. Angel, I'm sorry about that if he told you that I was. I'm just kidding. These are two guys that I used to work with and love them both dearly. Very, very, very sweet. The next question is from my friend Donna, and she asked, how long did it take you to achieve your 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours? Honestly, I think it took me maybe 6 to 8 months. I'm not sure. A little less than a year. A little less than a year. This is actually my son FaceTiming me. Hold on just 1 second. Hi. I'm filming a video. Laundry Q&A. Do you want to say hi to the people? Say hi.
I can feel your heart pound beating like a kick drum. Love it when I'm this drunk. Ooh, yeah, I could fly burning for you all night. Love it when I'm this high. Ooh, yeah, like a boom, boom, bomb. It rocks my heart. Boom, boom, shake, tear me apart. Baby, your boom, boom, bomb. It rocks my world right, right. Hey, hey,
I've never really been the one who's worried, always been the one who's keeping it cool. The kind of guy who chill while others hurry. I didn't know that I've been the fool. I've been telling lies about something real, but I know love is based on honesty. Kept thinking how real love should feel, knowing that it's not just you, it's me. 'Cause I was made to be free. I am made to be free. I am made to be free. Myself and myself only. I've been like that since I was a kid. I've always put my feet wherever I want to. Before I saw who I could be, kept thinking, where did I go wrong? Then realizing where I do come from.
Okay, so while that next load is in the dryer, I figured I would answer a couple more questions, and this one is from Renee, and it says, what motivates you to clean? And honestly, nobody just gets up and says, oh my gosh, I want to clean my house so bad. But I've touched on it briefly in some previous videos about anxiety that I get and things like that, and if there are just messes and stuff all over my house, it truly affects my anxiety. So I'm not going to sit here and say that my house is spotless 24/7, because it's definitely not. And there are some areas that I can work on as far as keeping things clean and decluttered, and I really do try. But just the fact that I like to make sure that things are at least picked up and tidy, so in case I have some unexpected company, I don't have to worry about things being, you know, ridiculously dirty or things like that. And it just makes me feel good to have it clean. Again, I just don't like a whole bunch of stuff being around, and it's just Ruben and I, so it's not really dirty. Like when my kids were little, of course it was a lot worse back then, but it doesn't take much, and it just makes me feel accomplished, and it makes me feel good about myself and being a homemaker and a good person and a good fiance. And yeah, it just makes me feel good making sure that everything is nice and tidy. Another question I got is from Carol, and why did you decide to start your YouTube channel? So a couple years back, I was just kind of in a place in my life where I was like, okay, so my kids are gone. They're out and on their own now, which, you know, they pretty much consumed my entire life for over half of my life. I had my first son when I was 21. Now I'll be, you know, 45 this year. So for over half my life, I just, you know, raised kids and went to work every day. And that kind of was everything to me. So now that the kids were gone, I said, okay, now I just kind of need something for me. And I had been watching YouTube for so long. Originally, it started out me watching makeup tutorial videos with like Desi Perkins and Katie and things like that. Obviously, I was not practicing any of those. I just enjoyed watching them. And then I stumbled upon cleaning videos, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can relate to that so much, because they were like down-to-earth people. Those were things that I did in my daily life too, and I was like, I can definitely do that. So I started with a cleaning video, and then I kind of jumped into what everybody else was doing. I got on that train, I jumped on that Ray Dunn train, things like that. We've already been through that whole circus, but I enjoy this community, like the cleaning community, because there are so many wonderful women out there that I can relate to, and it just makes me feel like I'm doing a service to others. Again, I've made so many connections here, friends, and, you know, like family. I like being able to share my ideas and tips and tricks and things like that with you guys. And I feel like I'm just making a difference, and it makes me feel good about myself. So it started out for one thing, and I'm continuously improving myself and my channel, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. This is a good opportunity to hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, so you can follow me on this journey. I'm just really enjoying it and having a good time, and I want to thank you again for all your support that you guys have always been showing me. So another question I got asked was, how is the job hunting going? And it's going really well. I think I mentioned it before. I have had probably 6 or 7 phone interviews. I had one in-person interview yesterday that went very well. I had another phone interview this morning, and I'm really excited about that one. Hopefully they call me back for an in-person interview. It was literally everything that I did at my old job. It was more money. It sounded like really laid back and everything that I'm looking for. So fingers crossed that comes through. But again, I'm not going to be extremely picky about things, but I also need a job. But I'm not just going to jump on the first thing that comes along, because I don't know. I don't want to be like really unhappy going to a job just to have a job. You guys know that feeling. Yeah, I'm just not, I don't know. I want to be happy where I go. Of course, I know we all do, but I don't know. I just had a really good feeling about that one today. So hopefully that one comes through. Another question that I got was, do you see yourself moving or staying in your home forever? And honestly, I would love to move. I love our home that we're in now. But, okay, have you guys seen those barndominiums? They're amazing. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. It's called a barndominium. And it's just like a huge manufactured, like, barn house. They're beautiful. Of course, we would have to get land, and there's land everywhere here where we are. I would love to have space for Bodhi to, like, be out and run and be just like a dog and be free. Honestly, in our neighborhood, our yard is not fenced in. He's the worst at listening most times, and my fear is he'll run out in the road and something will happen, and I would never, ever, ever forgive myself for that. But yeah, I'm truly grateful, and I love our house now, but I would like to have some more room, and I would love to have space for Bodhi to just, you know, be a dog. Just get out and run and have a good old dog time. Another question that I got was, do you have any siblings? Yes, I have one sister. She is older. Her name is Shauna. And we had like our, you know, your typical sibling relationship when we grew up. We fought just like every other sibling does. But now we get along perfectly well. She is an amazing friend and support, and I love her so much. But yeah, I just have the one sister. And another question was, do you have kids? If so, how many and how old are they? I do. I have 2 boys. They are older now and have moved on. Logan is my oldest. He is 23, right? 23. Yes, 23. I forgot what year it was. Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, he's 23. He still lives here close to me. He is amazing. I love him so much. And he works for a furniture company. He delivers and installs and assembles furniture for other companies. And Braden is my little mini-me. He is in the DC area now. He's 22. He's the one that just FaceTimed me. And I love my kids so much. And they get along so well. They actually got along extremely well growing up. They were only 13 months apart, so they were basically like twins, and I could not have asked for a better set of brothers. They were so good to each other and still are. They are amazing, and I cannot say enough good things about them. Braden works at a really kind of like swanky farm to table restaurant there in DC. He is always out and about, on the go, always doing stuff with his friends, and I love that for him. I never really did stuff like that when I was his age, so of course I worry about him tremendously. He's probably the one that drives my anxiety through the roof, but he just, he's an adventurer, and I love that about him. And again, I'm so glad that he's got that opportunity to do so. He was just in New York last weekend and FaceTimed me there. It was just amazing. I love it. Love, love, love. But yeah, 2 boys, 23, 22, Logan and Brayden. That's it. That's all. I will have no more besides Bodie, and he's plenty, believe me. All right, you guys, so that load that's in the dryer now is probably going to take a little bit because there's a lot of jeans and things like that in there. So I've got all of this stuff that I still need to put away. I hope you enjoyed this little Q&A. I hope it gave you some motivation to just kind of sit down and relax and get some of your laundry done. If you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. But I've got so much stuff planned for you guys in the next week. I hope you're excited for it, and I hope you're in the mood for some motivation because I've got a ton of it for you. So for right now, I'm going to go ahead, get all of this stuff put away, and I will see you in the next one. I love you and I appreciate you. Bye.
Was asking how real love should feel.